Check, 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 check. 1, 2. All right. Looks like I'm staying out of the red for the most part. Since I just started the stream, I thought it would be a good time. I thought it would be a good time to say like the three things that I always want to say during streams. Number one is that I can't check comments. I haven't. I know that you can add a source through my streaming software. I know that you can add a source that should support comments, but I don't. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to actually look into that, and because of number two, I don't really have a ton of incentive to do it. So if you leave a comment, like I'll read it afterwards. If it's really rude, oh no, I'll be offended. Not really. Please be kind in the chat. Since I'm not monitoring it, I have automatic basic moderation on, and if anybody does leave a comment, I'll see it afterwards, and I will definitely I will respond accordingly. I'm going to try to get my puzzle rating up to 2,400. The reason I can't check comments is because it stops the stream when I look. And I know that there's, I'm sure that there's a way that I could figure it out. But number two, this is number two. I don't believe that what people are seeing on stream is what's happening in real time. I believe that there's this delay, and I'm not sure why, because I'm not getting paid to stream, because I'm not a YouTube partner. I also don't have access to a representative. So that means that, to the best of my knowledge, anything I get from somebody chatting is responding to something that happened like minutes earlier. Maybe it's seconds, maybe it's minutes. But yeah, like when I have checked comments in the past, I've noticed that the stream replay will just seamlessly cut out the gap of like, I don't know, like 20 seconds. So there has to be like a sort of delay, or that wouldn't be possible. So that said, the last thing is that I'm going for a 2,400 puzzle rating. Until like I got my rating over 2,200 or so, I'd never tried to get my rating very high. I'd always just done puzzles very quickly. So with that, this puzzle actually looks very similar to many puzzles I've done, in which the answer has been to move the king to this square. So I'm going to have to calculate a couple variations, as once again I'm trying to do a better job than I've done in the past. So this move would be one of his responses, and it makes me think that maybe queen to e4 is the wrong move, but let's humor it. The idea would be to first push this pawn. No. It would be to push this pawn, because if takes, push, takes, and then the alternative to that, there are several alternatives to that, but there's also there, and then I have these two pawns set up to his one, which would be good for me, and maybe that's what I should start with. However, once I go here, what if he plays this move number 1? That looks losing for him because I would take here and then if he took back, I would take there, he would go there, and that would be bad. Okay, so I wouldn't want to do exactly that. If I push this pawn and he takes, then I would take back, well, I would take back, it doesn't matter. I would take back that way, and then he wouldn't have access to that square anyways. So hang on a second. So let me think about this. Okay, so if I go here, one of his options is to push. In that case, I go here, he goes there. Would I be able to play this move? No, not in that case. No, I wouldn't be able to. So if I go here and he goes, wait, let me shut this off. Let me just start with the pawn pushing. So I go here. I don't think that's the right way to go, but if I go here and he goes there and I go here, then I have these 2 pawns and his 1. He could go there. I mean, that would be, I don't think he'd do that though. That's the thing. Is I think if I went here, he would push down. And then if I went here and he went there, then I would have nowhere to go. So yeah, so I think that's wrong. I can pretty definitively say that's wrong. Not definitively, but pretty close. So that means that there are only 2 moves that are possible. And actually, there's one I'm kind of favoring now for just a second, which is this move. Now, my obvious concern is that he goes there. And I do actually think that makes it, I think that loses the game. Because then I go here, he takes, I take, wait, This is a very difficult puzzle. So I go here, he goes there, I go here. Then he can go there. If I take, he takes. And then I can go nowhere. I can go nowhere. So there's no way that this is right. This is wrong. So let me start with this. He goes there. And then if I calculated correctly, this, because his only options would be for that, followed by this. He goes there. Then I go here. All right. Well, this could very well be wrong and take my rating below 2300, but let's give it a go. Here we go. All right. Great. All right. So now the first thing that I said no to was this, for the reason that he can push. And if I take, he takes, I have nowhere to go. So I believe that the answer is to push this pawn. He goes there. No, wait. If I push this pawn, then he goes there. And then if I go there, he takes, and I lose the game. So that's actually wrong. That's definitely wrong. And I can't push that pawn, which kind of brings it down at, wait, this. Oh, this is right. This is obviously right. Yeah, this is right. Okay. It's wrong. Great. Okay. What did I miss? This. No? What? How does it... Wait. No, 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 no. How is this winning? Oh, it's an incredibly hard puzzle. All right. Well, we go on. We go on. All right. Great. I love to see this. Let me tell you. It looks like I can check him here. This looks so easy. I love it. All right. I check there. He takes. That pawn's pinned. So I go. But it doesn't wait. But I go here. After that. And then he has to go back up here. And then I go there, and that's checkmate. That's so easy. I love it. Oh, that was so easy. All right, I had a 2176 rating. It's been played 9,000 times. Oh, that felt good. All right, so now my rating is down just a bit from that incredibly difficult endgame puzzle. I'll probably look back on it and be like, oh, yeah, huh. All right, so obviously I'm tempted to take here because I don't see any way that I can win the queen. There are two hanging pieces. This is one. This is one. Yeah. It's my mouse. That's okay. Did it again. That's great. So that's one. That's one. Why would I do that? I honestly don't know why I would do that. It seems like this is a much stronger move. So what's my concern here? Well, number one, I am noticing that if I were to play the move I don't want to play, which is that, then he could play this move. And then there's no way I could stop checkmate. No, I couldn't stop checkmate after that. That would be game over. So my only two options are to check or to take this. Those are the only two options. There could be a combination of the two, but with that being there, it doesn't make any sense to me because that it guards this square. And well, no, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I'm saying that there's no way. There's absolutely no way. I have to take this guy. I don't have endless checks. And I can't do that. I can't play this move. So I only have one move. I only have one move. If I were to do anything else, then it would be game over. So I have to take this. All right. Hooray for me or whatever. Okay. So now, honestly, this isn't looking that difficult just because I don't really see how it could be anything other than taking here because I'd lose a piece. So what's the problem with taking here? Or what is the trick I'm missing? And is there one? Oh, well, okay. I guess I could take back with the pawn. Then he obviously plays this move. And then I don't have the ability to come back this way. I'm not saying it's losing, but what's the point? What would be the point of taking back with the pawn or doing anything else? Well, I guess I win the queen if I do this. So that would be the point. Okay, let's win the queen. All right. Okay, hooray. That had a 2216 rating, and my puzzle rating is back over 2300. Yay! Endgames. All right, so if I push this pawn, he goes there, and I lose the game. So we can rule that out very quickly. All right, and if I play this move, the problem I see is that he takes there, and then there are two white pawns there, and my pawn is here. So I would be able to take back like that. Then he plays there. Or maybe the point is, okay, well, I think I can rule one move out other than this. That's ruled out because he takes and I lose the game. I think I can also rule out well, if I play here, then he plays this and it puts me in check. Then I would go up, and that might be winning. But if I go up, he could also play this move. And if I pushed, I would lose the game. If I took back, then I would have a pawn here. He has a pawn here. I have a pawn here. He has a pawn there. He goes there. I go here. He takes. And it seems like I lose the game. This is extremely difficult. For me, at least. Okay, so what I'm leaning towards was the one variation that looked acceptable, which was this. Because if this looks reasonable. Because either he pushes, I take, he takes, I take, he goes there, let me do that again, because I think I messed that up. These take so much calculation. So if I go here, he goes there. I go there. He goes there. I go there. He goes there. Push. Why did I not? Well, why did I mark it? Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Move number 1. Move number 2. Move number 3. Move number 4, move number 5. And then I would be playing this, and back up. I believe that's right. If I miscalculated, so it is. But we shall try. So I'm going for this. Great. Just what I was hoping to see, a move I didn't expect. All right, so I take, he takes, I push, I push, he comes back, I go up, he goes there, and I can go there behind him. I mean, either way, why would I not take? I'm definitely taking. Okay, so now the only question is, do I go here first or here first? That's the only question. Or, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I go here, he goes there, I go here, he goes there, and then I could still slide down by him. I think this is actually right. If I go up first, he just goes there. And then I have nowhere to go. So I'm going to play this move. That's wrong. Great. Okay, I go there. I mean, I don't know what to say. All right. All right, I've gotten 2 right, 2 wrong. So close. Okay, so the first thing I notice when I look at this puzzle is that the queen is way back here. And I am guarding that, which is good. If I take here, that's the most obvious first move. And then he can block it. If he blocks it, then potentially, then I have checkmate. If he doesn't block it, which he'll have to because he doesn't want to get checkmated, I assume. Maybe he does. Maybe he wants to get checkmated. Then he goes there. And then then I'm wondering what do I play? I'm obviously going to take. I don't see there's no reason I would not take. So I would play maybe here. I just wonder if I'm missing anything. I don't think so. I'm going to take. It seems ridiculous. Okay, that's good. I got one. All right, so now I believe the one thing I don't want to do is probably play this, because then he goes there. Yeah, so I probably don't want to do that. If I do this, he does the same thing. What if I take here? That's not a good idea, is it? No, that's not a good idea. Wait, maybe it is a good idea. Let's find out. Okay, because the idea would be that if I take here, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Okay, so I check here. He plays that, is the obvious move. And then I play here. I believe this is correct. Then he has no choice but to take back with this, and then I checkmate him in 2. My only question is, can I do it with that move as well? And if not, I'm just curious as to why not. I go here, he blocks, I check. Then he can also go there. Maybe that's the key. And then if he goes there, that's bad. Is there a way to stop that? Whereas if I go here, it's the same thing though. Then there. Wait. Isn't it the same thing here? There? He goes there. I go there with check. Then he can play there. He can play there in any case. What? Okay, I'm overcomplicating this, I'm sure, but I really don't want to miss this. And if I go here immediately, then I lose the game. Yeah. So I go here. Oh, maybe the thing is that I don't want him to be able to play this move. Maybe that's the point. Okay, but then how is this checkmate? So I go here. He blocks. I do this. I see what it is, because if he goes there, then I have checkmate. So I want to go here. Yeah? Okay. That's terrifying to do that. Okay. So now I go here. If he goes there, then I have checkmate. And if he takes with this, I go there, and I have a checkmate in 2. Wow. Okay, terrifying. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything, and I did not. Okay, that was a 2186 rated puzzle. I'm back to 2300. So we are stretching the limits of my chess ability here. I'll be honest. The immediate thing I see is that I have an intermezzo that's very tempting to play, which is this. The reason that it's tempting to play is twofold. One is that the queen can take. although my queen is defending it. I also have this. That's not a check. Never mind. Forget about that. Don't forget about Dre, please. Now, if I take here, then he has two attackers on this. He has two attackers. So, at the same time, if I take here, well, if I take here, then he'll probably take here or something like that. And then I would go there. I'm not seeing any obvious solution to this that's better than another one, and that makes me perturbed. So I think I would start with this so that he doesn't have the ability to win two pieces. But then if I check here, then he moves this. Yeah, he does move. So I don't see how I take with the pawn. Oh, I've got it. I've got it. I take with check. Wait, but not necessarily, because I was assuming that he would move out of the way, in which case I could take the pawn with check. That was my idea. But he could also, but what if I check and instead of him moving, he moves back? Or what if he takes with this? And then, yeah, and then if you notice, he's threatening. Oh, well, so maybe the idea is that I can play here. It's a really ridiculous move. Right now it's a ridiculous move. I wouldn't play it right now. There's no way that could be right. But if I take with the bishop first, that'll make a good thumbnail. What I just did. So if I take with the bishop first, this is extremely hard. Then I think the idea for him is that he takes here. And because when I take back, he'll win the knight. So I'm trying to figure out how to avoid that. Especially with he has the threat of doing this. And after I take back, he has a checkmate in 2. It's unstoppable. So there's no way that this puzzle could begin with anything other than me taking, in my opinion. There's no way. Oh, except, you know what? There is a way, because he's pinned. He can't move. Okay, so that changes things just a bit. But not a lot, because if I take this first and he takes here, then what am I doing? This? Is that the... No, I wouldn't do that. I would take this. And then he'd take this. That doesn't seem very good. That seems bad. How do I not lose the knight? Okay, we'll get this. I'm gonna check first. I think I've come to that conclusion because he can't take here. So I'm gonna try this. If it's wrong, God bless me. All right. So now, now I guess I take here. But once he takes back, how do I not lose a piece? Well, I could play that. I don't like that move, but a better move actually. Oh, I see what I do. I take here, he takes there, and then I go there. Yeah, because then that forks the two pieces. Yeah. Okay. It didn't even make me do it. All right. I won that puzzle. That was a 2252 rated puzzle. It's been played 1,600 times. I've gotten 4 out of 6, but I've gained like 18 points. right, this is the last one I'll do probably. These are so hard. I mean, I might be making them harder than they really are because that last one wasn't that much trouble for me. So the first thing I notice is that he'll win a piece. Yeah, he'll win a piece probably because, well, not necessarily. I was just looking at the fact that he could take there. I can't take back with the queen because then he'll take that. So the move that I'm thinking about and probably will not play, well, there are two obvious moves. What did I do here? There we go. Come on. Okay. All right, the two obvious moves are this. That's a very obvious move. And then the other obvious move is this. That's a very obvious move to me because how does he prevent it? I don't see a way. Let me count the ways. No, that traps him. So I'm going to play that move. Yeah, I'm going to play that move. And then I'm just going to calculate this. He goes there. Take with the king. And then, yeah, he has a check, but I could take back with that. So, all right, so let's go for this. Oh, it's wrong. Great. Okay. So that was great. All right. And now, I mean, it's like, you know, if you know, you know. It's still not that great. All right. Do I take? I don't understand it. Can somebody, after this, what does he play? What does he play? It's not telling me. Okay, it won't tell me. All right, so I'm still at 2,300. I'm just deciding whether or not to continue going. So the first thing I notice, or that's why? The first thing that I noticed is that these squares are all blocked off. And I just want to take the bishop out of the equation. Oh, no, I can't move the bishop. It's pinned. Okay, so my bishop is pinned. Okay, so the bishop is pinned. So the move that's the most obvious move is to go here because he can't go to that square. They can't go to that square or that square. So we'd have to take or go there rather. And then I can press up. Down, down, left, right, BA, BA, select, start. So if I do that, and if I check, wait, what if I check first? If I check first, he goes there, and then that is not checkmate. He goes back down, and then I take, oh, that works though. Wait, that works though. So why would I not do that? Because they both work. Oh, he's got this too. But so what? Okay. Well, I had that very nice thought about so what. So I guess I'm looking for a checkmate now, just very quickly. So we can't go to these square. If I check here, oh God. So if I check there, he has to go here. Yeah. Then I don't see a way to checkmate him. I just don't. Well, I mean, okay, wait. That's not true. That's not true. Because if I check here and he goes there, then I do have the ability to play a move like, I can't play that, but I can play this. But then he could go there, and that's not good. That's not good. So Okay, so I honestly don't see what the difference is between checking first and checking first. If I go here, yes, he can go there, but even if I go here, he can't take the pawn. He just has to go down, and then I scoop up his rook. So why would I not do that? I don't know. Oh, well, okay, wait. What if he goes down like that? Is that bad? Maybe. I don't see how. I think, okay, I think the idea, I'm guessing the idea, this is going to need a lot of editing to put on YouTube. I think the idea is to not allow him to go to this square where he can recapture the rook. That's my guess. So my guess would be that I do check first. Then he would have to go there. And then I would play that, maybe. It's still not a checkmate. It's just not a checkmate. I'm just going to check him. I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. I'm going to check. I was right. Great. Okay. Okay. I'm weighing the possibilities. So my idea was if I go here, takes here, then he goes there. And I don't get a queen out of it. Am I guaranteed a queen if I go to this square first? Then if he went there, then I'd take here, he'd take, and I'd queen. So that's right. So this is right. All right, that had a 2332 rating. It's been played about 5,000 times. I've gotten 5 out of 8 right. And I'm just going to look at this for a second. The first move that I want to play is that because it's a capture. It threatens a checkmate. It has everything you want in a move. However, it's essential to note there's not a lot to note, to be honest. There's really very little to note for one particular reason. And that reason is, and the reason is you, or whatever. This is not a check, though. I wanted to just clarify that. This is not a check. And the queen will take it on the next turn. So both of those things are accurate. But if I go here, threatening checkmate, how does he stop it? And my answer is he would take here probably. No, that doesn't stop checkmate. He could give up his rook. Oh, actually, he has this move. He has that move too. So let me just look at those two moves. All right, so I take. He goes there. And then I can't go there, and then I can't take that. There's one other move I have that might be better, and it would be this move because it goes after the queen. This has to be the right move. And then it also threatens this checkmate. That has to be the right move. That's got to be the right move. There's no way it's not. I'm going for it. I didn't even calculate it out. Hurrah! All right, and now I just take the queen. Yes, I take the queen. Yes, all right. Okay, that was a 2190 puzzle. It's been played 3,600 times. And now I'm probably done because I'm getting really close to winning. Well, okay. So the first thing I notice when I look at this puzzle is that if I take here and he takes back, I have a checkmate. So I'm having a very hard time understanding why I wouldn't want to do that. And I'm noticing that he doesn't seem to have any checks. I'm having an almost impossible time understanding. Well, okay, there is one other move that seems like it could be as good. No, it can't be. This move can't be as good because he takes. And then I lose the game. So after I take, what's his response? He can't take back. So his response would have to be to play like this move or something like that. That would be my assumption. But then I take here and it's checkmate. So I just win the game if I take this piece. So I'm going to do it. Oh, look, that's right. What a coup. So now I'm just making sure it's safe to recapture the queen. It should be, except, yeah. Because he can go here and here and here. That's true. Well, I have to take the queen. Or not. No, I don't think I can take the queen. I think I have to take his rook. Okay, so let me just do that calculation. I'll get this right because I'll calculate this correctly. So, okay, so I take his rook. I'm sorry. Da-da-da. All right, so if I take back with the rook, there's no check. He doesn't have to do anything. He can take my queen, but then he gets checkmated. So he doesn't do that. He checks me. I can take with the rook. He checks me again. I have to move. And he takes my queen. So compare that to a far better move where I'll be up material, which is to take the rook. He takes back like that. And then I retake the queen. I'm up a piece. I win the game. And that's right. All right, that was a 2177 rated puzzle. It's been played 158 times. And now I'm done. I'm done with puzzles for the time being. And even though the first thing I see when I look at this puzzle, no, I'm not going to do it right now. So that'll be I'm going to make a compilation on YouTube. I'm going to play Stockfish level 6. I beat Stockfish level 5 earlier. I wanted to make one point of clarification other than the ones that I clarified at the beginning of the stream. One point of clarification is that in the last article that I wrote about chess, kudos to FIDE, by the way. Let's everybody, while you're sitting there at home, give a big round of applause for FIDE. They filed an official complaint against a certain former world champion, and I think that they made a wonderful decision, and that their clear-minded, slow and steady approach to making the community safer is admirable. So, okay, that was my go FIDE. I don't know that much about a lot of the things that they do that people seem to be unhappy with. I'm going to move my rook out of the way of the diagonal. So I'm sure I know that there are a lot of like controversial things that I don't even know much about, but on this one they got it right. Like they got it right. They just did. my inclination is to play this move, which sets off this chain of events. However, I'm a huge... Okay, wait. I'm noticing something. If I don't take here or push, and pushing will lead to him playing that, I'm going to take, because if I didn't want to have to take back with this pawn, or I'd lose the rook. Okay, so now I'm going to play... Well, I'll just play this right now, I guess. Yeah? All right, let's do that right now. And now he's got that move. So I'm going to play... I'm going to play this move. All right, let's go for it. He plays that. I'll play this. Okay, I made that decision somewhat quickly. All right, now let's move this back down. Playing it safe. Okay. Safety first. Okay. And now let's play this move, asking for a queen trade. And then I'll be going right on the way to the rook. Okay? That's fine. Okay, he takes because he's up in exchange. It's understandable. So now I have to play an incredible endgame. Luckily, we know I can do that. All right. So after my round, although the thing I was going to say that I never said, I'll play this move to play this and this possibly. Is in the last article that I wrote, I kind of regretted the way that I phrased a line, which is really, it sounds like nothing, and it is nothing. It's really nothing. But I just the way that I said it, I kind of regretted because it sounded kind of like I was saying something that I wasn't trying to say. I was trying to say that that everything online is just poisonous. Okay, so I'll go there to protect against that. Okay, now I'm wondering if he can play that move, and it certainly looks like he can. So I'm going to just get this out of the way right now. Think about playing that move. Okay, I can also play this move. Does he have an imminent check or checkmate? Not that I see. Let's take here. And now let's go here. And now I can do this. Let's play here first. He does have that. Let's play there. Oh, he played really well. He is Stockfish. But I mean, he did play really well. Okay. And now I can't go to that square. He's really good at doing that specific thing. Doing that thing he did. I'm going to just check him over and over again and hope that that somehow leads to something. And I'm sure it will eventually. Okay, let's go there. I'm going to try to push. I mean, I don't know. Okay. I'm just going to go for this. Yep. Understood. Oh, I checkmated. He checkmate me. Okay, look, I have a queen on the board. Look how good that looked when I did that. It's too late for me to be playing. It shouldn't have taken me so long to do that, all that stuff. I don't blame anybody for tragedy. I blame the current online environment for a lot of things that happen, or at least I would say a lot of things that happen. Like I'm so guilty of doing this exact same thing, but a lot of things that like people react in this very specific way. I always forget I'm playing Stockfish 1 every single time. It's amazing. People are just automatically start blaming people. It's just like I do it as much as, if not more than other people, I feel like. Okay. Okay. Let's I'm just gonna do this. Probably won't take back. Yeah. All right, good. Okay, I have a checkmate in 2. 1, 2, 3. Just okay. Okay. Yeah. Words. Oh, I thought he would do that for sure. Checkmate. All right, let's get a couple more checkmates and then be done. Yeah, my reaction to things when I felt like people acted horribly to me, both in chess related stuff and things not related at all, I reacted so poorly I stopped using social media. Like I just stopped using social media completely. And I refused to go back to it because the only way that I thought that I could communicate with people was by talking like them, I guess, is the best way that I can say it. And I can't bring myself to do that to people on a regular basis. It makes me feel empty. Okay. It's such a dehumanizing feeling, in my opinion. Like that sounds really like over the top, but I think that it's true. And maybe other people don't feel like that extent of it, but yeah, it's so bad. Oh, nice. Okay, let's go back here or up there. Something words. Okay. Okay, great. And now I have this. Okay, I'll go here. Why not? Oh, look. Thank you. And let's checkmate him. Great. Let's checkmate. All right, let's go on to Stockfish level 3. All right. I'm going to play 2 and you're out. So I'm going to, I lose 2 games and I'm done. I think the chess world could use a journalist. Frankly. I'm just saying he's my recommendation. He's a great journalist. Frank has always done a good job. His work is fantastic. That's just a joke. All right. The joke was that it was a person named Frank Lee. If you didn't get that joke, that was the joke. All right, now I'm going to play this move. All right, now I had an idea that lived by the sea. It was, what was it? I don't know. Okay, I just couldn't remember what it was. No, I still can't remember. What's he doing? I'll go here. Oh, he didn't do that. Okay. All right, let's go here. Okay. I'm definitely going to checkmate him. That's a checkmate. Great. All right, that was Stockfish level 3. Let's go on to Stockfish level 4. Thank you so much for watching the stream. If you were watching it, if you're wondering why I didn't answer anything that you said, you can just refer to the first part of my stream. I really think that whatever people are seeing is on a pretty significant delay. My puzzle rating got up not to 2400, but not far from it. I'm trying to play theory here, and I didn't quite do it. Especially when I didn't see what move he played right there. That was devastating. Yeah, he can do that. I did notice he could do that. So that's why we're supposed to play this move. But now I have to play this. Okay, good. It's always good to have a nice learning experience and understand not just what moves are played, but why. All right, I'd like to play, well, now I'll play this, but I didn't want to play that. All right, now I got to move this down. It's useless there. All right, he could go there and there. That's nothing. Okay, that's nothing. It's nothing. I'm going to go there. And now I'm going to go, yeah, yo. I'm going to go here. All right, great. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. Now I'm going to go there. This is too high of a level of Stockfish to mess around with. I'm going to lose. All right, that was one. I have one more to go. Oh no, I'm playing an Alekhine defense. Okay, I tried to save it. Okay. I haven't been playing Stockfish as much the last couple days. I feel bad, but you know, it's like when I used to play Animal Crossing, and I'd always feel bad that I would not talk to the animals. That was the first game I ever played where they made you feel guilty for not for not playing it every day. I felt like that was like a special kind of evil. Like to make someone feel bad for not playing their game. That was lucky. Okay. I could have just taken that. I didn't see that. Oh, I checkmated myself. I have to give it one more go. That was shameful. All right, d4, c4, knight f3, g3. Ah! That's my least favorite variation now. Starting now. Actually, I don't mind it at all. I remember when Prague played it against, who did he play it? Against Magnus in the, that was in the, oh, I missed his rook. I'm missing everything. Oh, he's not even playing well. I'm missing everything. Okay, I'm missing everything. It's just no fun when you're missing everything. Okay. Okay. I'll go stop that. Well, I can't do that. This is a draw. This is like an actual draw. Okay, now it's not. Now, whoa. Thank you. Okay. That's checkmate. All right, good game, Stockfish. And to all, have a good and wonderful night. I'll be back at noon tomorrow, New York time. Cheers.